Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square here with T-Square Talk. Yeah, what a horrible video I just shot for you guys. I just filmed a 30-minute video, 27 minutes, and everything that could go wrong went wrong. Literally, and all it was a package opening and a discussion. Literally, I ended up showing this package, and I had the label underneath with all my personal information on, and I opened it up upside down so nobody would see the label. And then I flip it over, and you could see the label right there. I was like, "What in the world?" And I had to delete the video and start over. I don't really know how to cut up the video, and edit it all properly. So these videos that I do for you guys, they are basically instant, one take. So, but I do have a great video. It's gonna be even better now because I had time to practice the whole video. Got a great package opening for you. Unfortunately, I did already open it up, so it took a little of the nerves off because I had to test what was in there, and that always makes me a little edgy, especially when I pick up something from a new buyer. And this something was gold, and I've kind of flipped back and forth on which package I was going to open. It's not going to probably be 30 minutes because it's the second take, so I'm going to be able to take out some of the rambling on, I guess you can say. But it's going to be a good video. A lot of people started to wonder, why are you so pro silver and here you are buying gold? And yes, this package that I'm going to be opening here in a couple minutes, it is all gold in there. Six gold coins. So I'm pretty excited to be opening up that. And with that being said, before we do, let's take a quick look at the numbers, talk to you guys a little bit about what's going on. Right now, at this exact moment, silver trading at $32. On the climb up again. Gold trading at $29.18. It is continuing to go higher, and I think there's something big going on with gold and silver. We're seeing it right now with gold. We're not really seeing it with silver, but I think eventually we're going to see the big run up on silver. And, I know it makes sense to buy what you think is going to do better. I had a discussion with someone the other day. If you're going to put 2,900, we'll say $3,000 into gold, you're going to put $3,000 into silver, which one is going to have a higher return? I believe silver will have a higher return. However, I also believe that gold is a safe bet, and I am betting money right now. I'm putting my tax money from my return this year for putting it up so I can pay my house taxes at the end of this year, going into the new year. And so I do put it in precious metals. Why? Because if something happens, I have the gold, I have the silver. I'm not going to have a hard time selling it. We're seeing gold and silver continue to climb. I did it last year. I ended up buying. Some of y'all remember when I said I was doing it. I picked up gold at, $2,000. And here it was at the beginning of this year, $2,800. Did I need to sell it to pay my taxes? No, I was able to come up with the money elsewhere, but it just goes to show that we are seeing a climb in precious metals. And when you zoom out a little bit, specifically on gold first, this is a one-day chart. We are in the green. When you zoom out for a 5-day chart, we're in the green, and you can see the little dip that we had here. It did go all the way down to about 28.30 roughly, with a huge amount of volume trading. As you zoom out a month, you can see the big drop that we experienced. We started to see it climb. We saw a really nice drop. Good opportunity was there to pick up the dip, and then we're seeing it already rebound. I ended up going, like I said, way overboard this week. You guys are going to see multiple package openings. I think you've already seen one, two. You've seen 2 out of 5, I believe. And I still got basically 1, 2, 3 here to open. So the other 3, I just opened up one, like I said. We're seeing metals continue to climb. People that are worried about a dip are just missing the big picture. A lot of people are worried about an economic slowdown. A lot of people are worried about, it's kind of funny. They put in the news when I was reading the articles, a potential trade war. Trump is potentially causing a trade war. That's what this could lead us to. It ain't potential, people. If you don't see the writing on the wall, you're missing the big picture. We are in a trade war. And all currencies, as they collapse, countries go through this. And we are going to be no different. These people that think the US dollar is different from every other currency in the world, like it's an almighty, it's not. We're going to see a trade war. The question is, will we win the trade war? How will we come out? I can tell you right now, when I went and looked at gas today, $2.39, even lower. So we're seeing gas come down. Could the gas be coming down for different reasons? Obviously, the potential slowdown in the economy worries people, and so it is pushing oil down. As oil goes lower, it makes gasoline cheaper. As gasoline gets cheaper, it's going to make products eventually get cheaper. When you go to the store, it's going to cost them less to transport the products. So eventually we should start to see prices come down a little bit and make it a little more affordable for the people going to the grocery store. However, with that being said, tack 25% on stuff coming in from Canada and Mexico. Obviously, that does price jump a little bit on a lot of different products. With that being said, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about a tariff war. I'm not worried about debasing the currency because I'm stacking. I'm preparing for what I think's coming. And I think a lot of you guys that watch these videos are preparing for what you think's coming too. You're stacking precious metals. Maybe you're looking for other investments to buy in. Maybe you're buying products today that you know you will need in a month from now that might be more money. It can be anything. The truth of the matter is a lot of stuff could go up, but as the demand, prices go up, what happens to demand? Naturally, when prices go up, demand comes down. It's economics 101. Supply goes up, price comes down. Demand goes up, inventory goes down, then prices go up, and everything works in unison. And so with that being said, I mean, I'm pretty confident with precious metals no matter what happens. If they keep debasing the money, then essentially my precious metals will go up higher because the dollar will be going lower. Now, if all of a sudden they start fixing all the problems, well then, yeah, my gold will come down. Your gold, your silver will come down in price, but so won't everything else. Are you trying to sell? Why are you buying precious metals? Ask yourself that. We've talked about that numerous times. I buy precious metals because I'm worried about a currency that's getting watered down. If the currency stays strong or gets strong or becomes the strongest in the world, then I'm happy because my dollars have value. Do I care if gold goes back down to 2,000? Obviously, it will sting a little bit because you'll have the hindsight of looking back and saying, I bought at 29 when I could have bought at 2,000. And there's going to be a lot of naysayers out there that are going to be laughing and say, see, I told you, you should have waited. You should have bought at gold at 2,000 when it came back down, or bought your silver when it came back down to $18. Could that happen? It could. It's not likely, in my opinion. It's more likely that things will get worse. Prices will continue to go up. Why? Because every currency in the history of the world, it's happened to. But gold, silver has always sustained itself in value. Can't say that time tested with other currencies like paper fiat currencies or electronic cryptocurrencies or really anything else. The truth of the matter is gold and silver retains purchasing power. And I think it's doing an even better job because I believe we're seeing huge amounts of manipulation right now in precious metals, specifically silver. Silver trading, like I said, at 32.01 right now. But we're seeing it slowly work its way back up from that nice little dip. And the reason you're seeing extra package openings is because, look, this is a 5-day on that. I ended up putting in a couple orders when it was down here. Actually, I kind of think I picked up on this level right here. Yeah, I think I picked up like right around here because it went down a little lower, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. Even if I was picking up at just under, right around 31.50, somewhere. Actually, I don't even think it was 31.50. I think it was a little lower, maybe 31.25, and then it went lower. But now it's way back up again. You know, you zoom out and you look at the bigger picture. Take a look at this chart real quick. Unless you're driving, I heard a lot of people say that they listen to this while they're driving to work. You're halfway to work probably by now, if I called it right. And so don't have an accident looking at this. But as you see, we saw that nice little dip, and now we're already seeing reclaim. This happens all the time. You see these dips. The truth of the matter is, what were we up to recently? We were up to $32.50, $33. You know, if you zoom out and look at a high, we'll say the last year high, what did we get up to? We got up to 33 bucks. I think, yeah, I thought we hit 35 at some point. In fact, yeah, I think we did, but I'm not seeing it on this chart. That's the one thing I don't like about, can we see it on this one? Will it say? Hold on, I'm just looking to see where the high was. Let's say a 1 year. 34.82 is what this says right here. So we got up to 34.82. Are we that far off from that? No. I mean, not really. I don't think so. 260 in silver. I love it. Is that an all-time high? No, it's not. 50 bucks is the all-time high, roughly. 48, something like that. It got up there in 2011. I mean, if you go back, way back, I mean, it even got higher. But here's the thing. Those aren't accounted for inflation. So, I mean, let's just be honest. Silver is nowhere near the all-time high. Gold, we hit an all-time high almost all the time with gold lately. Why? Because big money, smart money is buying gold. And that's why I got this package that I'm fixing to open up right now. Even though I've already opened it up, because, like I said, I've already filmed this whole video. I'm going to show you guys what I picked up in here. Give you the same drama that came earlier. Except this time, when I flip it over now, you don't see all my personal information right there. And I don't have as much worry in my voice because I have never bought from this company. And so I kind of worry when I buy something new from a new company because, quite frankly, I don't know if I'm going to get scammed. But I got it, so I was happy with that. And then when I opened it up, I was a little nervous in the previous video because I was like, what the heck kind of packaging is this? I've never seen this kind of packaging. Take a look at that. Some of y'all might have. That almost looks like, I don't want to say Chinese packaging. Someone might say something. But the packaging just looked weird. I'm used to just seeing them in like little 2x2 flips or like little capsules or something. And so it didn't come like that. Then, because I got scared, I had to bust out the old Sigma. I'm going to give you the full rundown. Unfortunately, when I turn it on, it lights up and you're not able to read the screen like I am. I hit Run Cal, click on the gold setting, 999 gold, put the little one on it, and it reads right through this little plastic bag, and it is legit real gold. Ended up picking these up. They are 1/10 ounce. They ended up sending me, here's the deal, when I pick up my stuff, I don't care what it is. I'll take whatever gold. If you give me the lowest price, I really don't care what you give me. I just want the lowest price gold that I can get. I ended up picking up 6, and they ended up sending me the British coat of arms, I think you call it, is the proper term. I couldn't spit it out earlier. They do have the Queen on them, so they are a little bit of an older. Let's switch camera views real quick. It looks like it's the same camera view, but one camera is like 10 inches higher than the other. So it does have the Queen on it, which is pretty cool. I know this is a horrible camera to be able to get details of the coin, which is awful. I hate that. The bag doesn't really help either. I don't know if I can, let's see if I can do this. Maybe to get a better look at it, this might work. There it is. Okay. Almost looked like a big old scratch in there, but it wasn't. Because these are really nice condition. So, and I always worry at first, like I said. Now, let's flip it over. And as you can see, if you can see, which, like I said, it's horrible in the with this camera to try to look at coins. That's why I generally am not a big fan of showing coins on this camera, but I don't really have a choice. Especially since, oh, there you go. That's a good view right there. You can see the unicorn and the lion. So I was happy with it. I can't stand the holders that they came in. I don't like these bags. I'd rather they were in little, I don't know, little 2x2 bags, I guess you can call it. But it won't matter because when I can eventually find some little capsules to put them in, which is something I have been having a hard time lately finding, the capsules for the 1/10 ounce, because I picked up 6 more here, and then you guys saw the other day when I did the other package opening, and I picked up these 5 that are still sitting here on my desk, which I hate leaving stuff at my house, but they'll be gone tomorrow. I will make it to the bank tomorrow and deposit that, which brings up a whole nother thing which I don't really like to talk too much about because some people frown on safety deposit boxes. Obviously, since I said it, I'll just come out and say it. Because I'm so public, I talk to a lot of people about gold and silver. I help a lot of people get into it. Friends, family, different people. They know. Would I think that any of my friends or family would ever try to steal my stuff? I like to think they wouldn't, but unfortunately, you never know what could happen. And so that's why I don't like to keep stuff at my house. Now, would I recommend that to you guys? Heck no. If you're quiet about your stacking and you don't tell a lot of people, well, then you're probably okay, you know. But when it comes to me, I have a belief that I don't think the banks are going to outright collapse. I think the banks are all going to get taken over by the Fed, or they're all going to get taken over by BlackRock, and it's going to be business as usual. And then they're going to go to ultimately a central bank digital currency, and then they won't need to hand cash anymore, but they will still need people at the bank to take your checks, to do other stuff. And eventually, down the road, a long ways down the road, we will be 100% digital, which everything will be taxed, traced, and you will never see a teller. And anybody that doubts this, there are already test buildings in the big cities up in Dallas area. Multiple cities now have these tinted glass buildings that are 360-degree glass around them with a touch-tone computer screen. An automated person comes on, sees what you want to do. If you need money, it will spit out money. If you need to deposit a check or cash, it will take that. And meanwhile, you're locked in there. Nobody else can come in while you're in there. And if you don't feel comfortable stepping out because someone's standing right beside there, you know, you have options. So that's one of the good things about it. And who knows? But I personally feel more comfortable with the safety deposit boxes right now. And like I said, I kind of get beat on a little bit for that. When I did the video before about that, I had someone basically say, okay, I'm going to switch for a minute my position so I can get a little more comfortable instead of kind of leaning over it. I had a lot of people, a lot of hate emails, a lot of hate comments on that video where I talked about it. I really didn't want to talk about it, but since I already said it, yeah, I guess it's all right to say it, to explain it. I'm pretty upfront with a lot of you guys. I tell you guys a lot of my beliefs and what's going on, what I think's going to happen. And if you guys think they're crazy, then, hey, that's an opinion. We all have them. And if you think that, hey, this is, I think he's on par. You look at what's going on. You look at what gold and silver has done. It makes sense to buy gold and silver, keep stacking. And then you're going the same way as me. And before you know it, you're subscribing. Hit that subscribe button. You're watching the channel. And you're happy. Take a quick peek again. You know, I'm stacking because there's obviously something going on. When you see these patterns, I mean, look at it. Does that look like a bad investment to anybody? I mean, there's going to be people that are still in their own world thinking we're going to see $2,000 gold again. I don't think we're going to see 5-cent hamburgers again. I don't think we're going to see $2,000 gold again. I don't think we're going to see $10 silver again. I don't think we're going to see $20 silver again. Do I think we could see a paper manipulation and push the price all the way down? Yeah. I mean, look what happened with oil. Oil went negative $40 a barrel. I mean, who would ever guess that oil, they would pull it out of the ground, they would pay money to extract the oil out of the ground, only to give it to you, and then on top of that say, here's $40 for taking it. You think they're going to do that with gold or silver? No, the only reason stuff like that happens is because of paper manipulation. And would I love to see that happen again? Of course I would. Because if oil plunges, that means gas prices come down. And we've seen it happen before, even though it was very short-lived. It did not take long. Right now, our U.S. strategic petroleum reserves are beat down heavily. It would be great to have an opportunity to fill them back up with cheap oil. But who knows? We'll see what happens. Taking a look, too, at the DXY. DXY taking a pretty good little hit yesterday. We're down to 105. It is 1% really that bad at the end of the day? No, not really. I'm convinced there's a lot of people out there that don't like to see the tariffs. It cuts into people's profits. And essentially the rich don't want to see tariffs. And therefore, they want to make this stuff turn bad. They want to see stuff go bad. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They only care about their bottom line and the profits. And here's the thing. If the economy starts turning and going downhill, if you believe that it's in an uphill pattern right now, which I don't believe the economy is that great right now, as great as they've been telling us, let's be honest. But if you believe that, well, let's be honest too. As prices go up with tariffs, people will spend less. Well, if you're not spending as much money, how will they spend less? They're going to slow down on their purchases. That means inventory is going to build up. If inventory builds up, they're going to have to run sales. Economies go bad, people don't buy as much. And, ultimately, it would be nice to see all of America slow down on spending for a month or two, pay some of their debt down. I mean, nobody wants to experience the pain. Nobody wants to go without. Everybody wants everything right now. And it's easy to do when you can slap a credit card down on the table and get what you want right then and there. Man, I don't know what you were looking at. You were looking at that. You should have been looking at the screen. But hopefully you're listening to me. See, now it's not even showing it. I don't know what the heck is going on there. Should have been looking at the screen. There it is. So the truth of the matter is everybody wants everything right now. And when that happens, you have to understand that's not good. That's people charging. It's creating more demand because they can have whatever they want right now. And ultimately, this has to stop. It has to come to an end at some point. If you're stacking precious metals, you're putting away sound money for a rainy day. And that's why I keep buying. And yes, this month I have gone, like I said, extremely overboard. Well, if anybody's doing the math, what was my last pickup? So we had the 10 spiders. We had 5 1/10 ounce of gold, and then another 6 1/10 ounce of gold. And there's still 3 more packages that I'm about ready to open up. And I'm probably going to open them up tonight, so I won't be able to show you this stuff exactly because I might have to film it ahead of time, only because someone is going to get a couple of those items. So with that being said, though, it's sound money. I'm putting away for a rainy day, and everybody else is just spending frivolously. And when they start having money troubles, they're going to be selling those toys that they overspent. Maybe that jet ski, maybe that boat, maybe that car, golf cart, I don't know, nice little camp in the middle of nowhere. I got a friend that owns a nice camp out in Goliad area. They keep inviting me to go out there. I would love to go. I have a fascination with, I really want to see the rattlesnakes. I love rattlesnakes. They just look so cool. Even though some people are like, are you crazy? I don't know the thought of it, but the noise, I've never actually heard one make that rattle except on TV or on, I've heard people say once you hear it, you won't mistake it. You will not overlook it, but who knows? With that being said, going to wrap up here. I thank everybody for watching. I hope you're stacking. I hope you took advantage of this dip that we saw. The price is already rebounding, and it's going to keep rebounding, I think. This was a dip. We saw it right here. It was a nice opportunity, and now it's already going back up again. Same with gold. Zoom in a little bit here. Year to date, you can see the dip right here, and then we saw it already starting to climb again. Next stop is going to be even higher. Next stop is probably going to be $3,000 gold. It's right around the corner. I would not be surprised if we don't see it before this month comes to an end. And once it breaks through 3,000, you can probably expect a lot of people are going to be talking about it, and then it's going to have another big jump or continue to go up. $3,000 gold is a nice milestone. And so we'll see what happens. With that being said, I thank you all for watching. 25 minutes. Those of you that are listening to this while you're driving to work, which I hear a lot of people tell me that's what they do while they're driving to work, you're probably already at work or about ready to pull in. Maybe you're even in the parking lot right now finishing off the last couple minutes. I love to see y'all's comments, so you can just put a comment. Hey, you called it. I'm in my parking lot right now at work. About ready to walk in. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to see you guys again tomorrow with another great package opening. Like I said, I got to get these packages open, inventory checked, and make sure everything's taken care of. I don't want to wait too long. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys again on T-Square Talk. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.